What's up, YouTube? This is SaberWolf94. Got another game here today with my trusty Neo Rayeels. This is against the fighting deck. I call it Carbink Break Fighters because it uses Carbink Break and a bunch of different types of fighting Pokemon. So I lose the coin flip, but ironically my opponent lets me play first for some reason. I will have to mulligan though. Our hand was actually quite good if only we opened a basic Pokemon. We could have used Bridget, and then next turn used N or Juniper and stuff like that, and I would be in a kind of a decent position. Well, really good position actually. Get a bunch of Pokemon on the bench set up and then draw a bunch of cards, but we didn't get a basic, so I do mulligan here, and I will draw a bunch of them this time, 3. So naturally we're gonna go with the Zapdos, since it's a big basic Pokemon, easy Pokemon to use. I can start attacking with it early with Drill Peck. And my opponent is gonna reveal his, well, it's gonna be Zygarde EX and a Carbink, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so yeah, it's Carbink and Zygarde EX. So I decided to go with the Skyla. There was no real need for me to Juniper here, discarding Switch, and well, Skyla. Since I couldn't attack anyway, it doesn't really matter that I didn't grab an energy. So I decide, let me get this certain level ball and set up Eels. And, we could use Juniper next turn if he doesn't end. I didn't want to discard Sky Arrow Bridge and Switch. You never know, you might need them later. So, we use Skyla, thin the deck a little bit, and we can use Professor Juniper next turn. So he plays another Carbink down, with the Safeguard ability. Naturally, it's going to be quite annoying since Rayquaza can't attack it. Would have to use Zapdos or Raikou. And he uses the Ultra Ball and grabs the Shaman. He's going to draw a bunch of cards here. And, he uses Land Pulse. It doesn't do anything since, luckily enough, Zapdos resists fighting. And it's going to be good in the beginning. He won't be able to do much. I mean, of course, after, the strong energies come into play, and then it doesn't really matter. But, I use the Juniper now, play the Stadium, so, I don't lose it. If he doesn't play a Stadium on his own, maybe we can utilize it. I get the Nest Ball. Naturally, I'm going to get Keldeo, an important piece to our setup here. Really, the only thing I need now is a Floatstone and the Electrics. You want to have your Keldeo, 2 to 3 Electrics, and 2 to 3 attackers down. So I decide to attach the Lightning Energy to Zapdos and start attacking. The annoying thing is that Rayquaza wouldn't be able to one-shot kill this guy unless I use a 4th energy since he has 190 HP. Or I get the Fighting Fury build, but since I only run 1, it'd be kind of hard. So we start straight attacking with Zapdos. Should be okay. And he uses a Sycamore and he puts down the Carbink Breaks. So he's ready to go here. More HP and the energy acceleration effect. Uses the healing attack, so I'm back to square 1. But it doesn't really matter, because if he wants to put pressure, he's going to have to use the big attack, so he won't be able to heal. So I put the Floatstone down and use Drill Peck again. Really, the only thing I need now are Electrics, so I can start putting a lot of energies down to Rayquaza and getting my one-hit knockouts. We do have the regular Rayquaza, which could attack the Carbings, but it won't be a very good solution since he can't one-shot them. So really what I need now is Raikou or Zapdos to survive. He plays an Ultra Ball and gets Lycanroc EX, GX pretty sure, and this guy, he's pretty good in my opinion, having that pulling effect of Luxray GL level X. So he pulls Rayquaza, which is, I guess it's a decent move. It probably would be better to get rid of the Eels. But, I only run 2 of these guys, and once they go out, I'm kind of in trouble. So, I put the Lightning Energy down and use the Juniper. Not really going to discard any useful resources. I mean, maybe it could have been useful later on, Raikou or Rayquaza, but probably not. So we can finally start getting our electrics. I get the level ball and a bunch of ultra balls, so I'm definitely gonna attack big time. And since he has the 20 damage from Zapdos that it paid off, it's gonna be pretty good. We're gonna get the knockout. So I get the other electric here, and all that's left to do is attach the energies and attack. Because Zapdos survived too, I should be in a pretty decent spot, since even if he kills Rayquaza with Carbinks, I can just use Zapdos for the kill later on. So pretty good. He doesn't have any other energy in play. Everything is on Zygarde. So pretty good position for sure. We have our setup. Nice little setup. Just one more electric or something and we're great. Got the Super Rot too. Because I think... Oh no, there's no electric in the discard pile, but whatever. So Dragon Burst. Good old Dragon Burst. Get me the kill. Pretty good. 2 prizes. And I'm well, not quite, but I'm ahead. Bridget is quite useless now, and I could say the same for Mr. Mime too, but it is what it is. So he promotes Carbink naturally, and with the fighting energy and choice band, I think he gets the kill here. Using N, or no, actually it's Sycamore that he used. So Diamond Gift, 70 damage, easily knocks out Rayquaza, and against a bunch of fighting energy to Lycanroc. So, pretty good Pokemon. Carbink Break, if you use it right, he didn't have any energy, and all of a sudden now, a bunch of energies in play. So, I attach the lightning energy to Rayquaza, and I'm quite sure I attach the other lightning energies to the Zapdos, so we can knock out the Carbink. Okay. So because we don't have Mime Jr., if I use, I think it's called Thunderbolt or Raging Thunder, whatever, I will have to do some high self-damage, but I guess it doesn't really matter because the electrics, they would get easily killed with just about any move these fighting Pokemon use. So Raging Thunder, gonna get rid of the Carbink, and yeah, naturally I use it on electric. There's no point softening up. Rayquaza. I get the other electric, which is very good. It's exactly what I need right now, or so I thought, but what I'm really gonna need is fire energies. You'll see that I'll have some trouble getting them, and this is gonna have a big impact in the game. So he debates what to promote here. It's kind of in a tough spot. put out Carbink or Lycanroc. He decides to go with Lycanroc, and he hasn't used his GX attack yet, so he could definitely kill me easily. But I mean, he didn't have to do that. Uh, just the first attack, the second attack. Well, oh no, first attack is enough. Since Zapdos is softened up, and he also uses the I don't remember this tool, but gets rid of my stadium and most importantly the float stone. So I'm gonna be kind of stuck now. So since Rayquaza isn't ready, I have to go with Keldeo instead. Anyway, so we put the electric down, and I debate here if I should put down Mr. Mime or use Brigitte, I'm pretty sure, or even just use Lysander and pick something up so I can slow them down. You know, Zygarde has a 3 retreat cost, but it's too easy with him to attack. You just attach 1 energy, and he has like an attack for 1 energy, 2 energy, 3 energy and shit. So it's easy for him to attack. So I decide to use the Super Rod here. I think. I'm not really sure. Thinking hard, but I use it in the end. Grabbing, what do I grab? Fire energy, yeah, because I really had difficulty. And Zapdos would be useful. And I think Rayquaza EX, another Rayquaza EX. There's no point grabbing energies, I think. Or, oh, I went with Raikou. Strange. So I think I went with Raikou, just so that maybe if you played something weak, I can get an easy snipe and win the game that way. Since we have a clean Rayquaza, I guess it wasn't that bad. So, right. So it's a pretty tough choice here, what I should do. Should I use Brigitte, get me a basic Pokemon? Should I just use Lysander and grab something? So I decided to go with Lysander and grab this guy because Lycanroc is just way too threatening right now. And I put the lightning energy to Keldeo so that, you know, at least we can have him ready to retreat later on. And I'm going to attach a lot of energies to Rayquaza because both Lycanroc and Zygarde threats, they need the 4th one to die, having 190 and 200 HP respectively. Okay. So Rayquaza is pretty ready. He just needs the fire energy. Basically what I needed this entire time from here on out is just going to be the fire energy. Any fire energy. Pretty sure I should had like I have 3 in the deck, well obviously, but don't really remember if any one of them was prized. But you know, I should have like 1 or 2 at least in the deck. So you know, what we really need is a supporter or a professor's letter to grab them. But yeah, he's gonna utilize this opportunity and really start fucking me up pretty badly. So he gets the escape rope, forcing me to switch, and he's gonna easily switch himself. So definitely what I would put out at this point is Mr. Mime. Nothing would be able to survive, you know, multiple hits besides Rayquaza, and if I promote Rayquaza, he's naturally gonna kill him, one-shot kill him with the GX attack with Lycanroc. So he uses Professor Kukui, attaches the power memory to Zygarde, and he goes the slower approach, attacks Mime, doesn't kill him, and grabs energy to Zygarde, which is actually a good move because it means that Even if he promoted one of the two and I killed him, he'd probably be able to kill me back with any of the other attacker that didn't die. So I use N, don't really grab something good. I get the trainer's mail, but we really don't get anything we could use. An N, that won't be good right now because I played a supporter. Uh, Rough Seas, not really what I needed either, and same goes for starting Megaphone. So I think I decided to get N, yeah, so I can have a supporter for next turn at least. It's not really a pretty solution, because drawing just like 3 cards and shit doesn't really help me get the fire energy. So this is going to be another turn that we're going to be forced to pass. And perhaps if any of these fighting Pokemon were weak to water, I maybe could have used Keldeo to attack. But since they're not, and Carbink has Safeguard, my options are pretty limited, you know. Even if you had one of the big guys out, uh, probably wouldn't be a very good idea to attack them with Keldeo. I mean, it would soften them up, but because Rayquaza had the 4th energy anyway, it didn't really matter. So I start putting lightning energies to the electrics too, you know, just have everyone ready in case Keldeo dies or somebody dies. I have something that I can retreat to. That's one of the problems with electric, since it has to be on the bench. Sometimes, you know, if you don't have anybody to retreat to, or, you know, have your guy on the bench and put the energy there and be able to bring him active to attack, you can get stuck. So via Seeker, my opponent gets a Lysander, and this is going to be a very crucial moment because my attacker Rayquaza is going to get knocked out here. He's going to use the GX attack, do shitloads of damage, and I do have the other one in the deck, and you know, I could put lightning energies with electric, but at this point, he's ready to go. I don't have any attacker ready, so you know, whatever I do, he only has one prize. He only needs one prize, so at this point, it's safe to say that I would lose. I use N, see what we could do. Maybe we can do something to survive, but you know, I don't really get anything. So really, I mean, even if I leave Keldeo and he can't one-shot him, uh, I'm kind of denying the inevitable here. I still wouldn't be out if I gotten Rayquaza and a Fire Energy or something and managed to score a one-shot kill against either one of his big attackers. But since I don't get anything, you know, it's kind of, it's tough. I'm probably not gonna win. Okay, so I put the lightning energy to Mr. Mime, have that guy, I guess, ready to retreat. It doesn't really matter. He only has one prize left. Plays the trainer's mail, and really all he needs is a VS Seeker or Lysander or something. He gets Sycamore too, which is great, so his hand is going to be replenished with options if he wants to. It really kind of sucks that, I mean, I do have the Juniper here, but it's kind of too little too late. I checked my discard pile and, well, both Rayquazas happen to be there actually. No, yeah, since I didn't grab Raikou, yeah, both Rayquazas were down and out. I realized that then as well. As I realize it now, I realized it too late then, and I realize it too late now. So yeah, we never had a chance to begin with because the only reliable attackers against Lycanroc and Zygarde were dead. So I get a pretty big chorus here, but you know, it's not going to be enough. Uh, really, the only thing I can rely on is Zapdos at this point, since he's not weak. to fighting, but yeah, because of all the strong energies and, you know, pretty strong attacks these guys use, you know, even with that, it's not gonna be enough. Really, the only thing that could have saved me was a Fighting Fury belt maybe on Zapdos. But yeah, it's just way too many things that needed to go right, you know. Him not grabbing a VS Seeker or a Lysander, me getting the one Fighting Fury belt. And now we get a bunch of higher energies, and little plazas are dead. And yeah, I'm just gonna attempt to attack. Use the lever ball. Not really gonna matter. I guess thinning my deck, get rid of all the useless cards. So all 3 fire energies were in the deck, but we couldn't get them. Damn shame. So I don't think I decided to attach anything. There was no point. Uh, just gonna attack with Zapdos here. And I check the field a little bit. Um, not really gonna make much of a difference here. Trying to think if I have any other option. If I have a shot at winning this. If you guys didn't notice yet, which is I think it's quite obvious. I'm gonna lose this game. But yeah, I was trying to figure out if there was a way. So no self-damage since we have Mime now, but you know, it doesn't matter. So what he does, he gets the other strong energy, and that's pretty simple. He's gonna do 130. Fighting energy, I'm dead. So good game, Skello, and I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I'll have other ones pretty soon. Thanks. Or what's up? What's up, YouTube? This is SaberWolf94.